आप देख रहे नया गेम दिस रिवर्स द एग्रोमेंट। एक सोल्जर का गेम है और देखने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। लाइक कीजिए, कमेंट कीजिए और सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, सब कीजिए। फ्रेंड बने तो फ्रेंड बनिए, प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब। बहुत अच्छी इंटरव्यू है। हेलो दोस्तों, कोई है तो लाइक कीजिए। लाइक कीजिए, प्लीज प्लीज लाइक कीजिए। गेम कौन सा आपको मालूम है कितना ग्राफिक अच्छा है? दबा दिया। गेम चालू हो रहा है, प्लीज आई होप गेम चालू हो जाए। सीधे से आगे रखूंगा तो बहुत बुरा दिख रहा है। ऐसे वीडियो एकदम बढ़िया बहुत क्योंकि मेरे मन नहीं कर रहा है
This I vow to you. I will love you forever. In this life and the next. I promise you.
Training room! A sword!
I'll circle around. Meet you at the front.
तो जंप करने नहीं हो रहे।
He doesn't leave the room! Kill the king!
Jason!
Captainitis! Protect the king! He's a black tongue, Jason. Stay here, Itis. Leave me. You men, go with the king. Jason. It's
अभी हश क्या चीज चलो 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 अभी इसको रखा अभी किधर जाना है अभी किधर जाना है ले
I won't let you go. I will find a way.
अभी कैसे जाओ बाहर जाने का है ओके बाहर जाता हूँ अभी ये भगवान का है बाहर जाना है बाहर क्या
Did I not do everything you asked of me?
इसके फादर अपने
Why then? Here, of all
को
places,
बताओ कोई तो देख
on
रहा है
your
तो
sacred island,
आवाज आ रही है कि
I do
नहीं
not accept it. If this is your will, I do not accept it.
Jason. Your uncle was looking for you. He wanted to know when you planned to give last rites to ASUS.
Send her spirit to the underworld. I'll never get her back.
Get her back? How?
I don't know how. I don't have the answers yet. But there must be a way.
I wish I had the answers to give you. But perhaps I know someone who could. Someone whose business is answers. The Oracle at Delphi.
Delphi.
If anyone would know, it would be her.
ये ऑफलाइन क्यों है स्पेस टेस्ट करते हैं नेट ही गया लगता है शिट यार इतना अच्छा गेम चालू था ये तो बहुत कम है स्पीड डाउनलोड दिखा रहा है अपलोड दिखा अपलोड ये ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए चलने अपलोड 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 आया ओके अपलोड नहीं आ रहा है
Yes, the Oracle. Master Argos finishes a great ship as we speak. It will serve.
Delphi is not easily found, it's said. Does he know the way?
I don't know, but I aim to find out. Come, we'll ask him ourselves.
Oh, remember, your uncle had in the courtyard. He wanted to speak with you. I told him I'd let you know.
Sir, we'll have this garden looking better than ever. I promise you.
Why?
Carry on.
Carry on.
She should be buried here. King Jason, how can I express my sorrow?
Thank you for your sympathy.
My cousin was surprised to learn of the friendship between her.
Setting. Audio. Chalo.
Hercules and yourself. How did you meet?
Iolcus is a land sacred to Zeus, Hercules' father.
Jason has been kind enough to offer his hospitality as the Warden of Zeus when I've come to visit.
That's another thing. This Warden of Zeus. What does that title mean?
All kings of Iolcus who complete the 5 trials of Zeus assume that title. In doing so, we swear to defend this land and the honor of Zeus against all threats. In some ways, it's a ceremonial title that reflects the strong attachment between Zeus and Iolcus.
But what does the Warden do exactly?
देख रहा है लाइक कीजिए थैंक यू 2 लाइक हो गए और इधर सवाल देना है अभी सवाल कैसे देना है नॉट ये दबाया नहीं ये नहीं कुछ राइट नहीं क्या दबाना है यार क्या दबाना है क्या पेन स्पेस इस भी नहीं नॉट क्या आंसर दो हाँ अभी अच्छा ये ग्रीन अच्छा ये रेड आ रहा है नीचे नीचे मुझे ये अच्छा ये अलग रहा है ओके ऐसा तो नहीं आंसर भी कैसे दूँ सिलेक्ट तो कैसे बटन दबाया अच्छा ओके क्यों नहीं क्यों रहेगा नहीं नहीं ये भी नहीं ओके बाद में इंटर नहीं इंटर भी नहीं जेड नहीं जेड भी नहीं तो क्या करना है यू एन कुछ तो आंसर दे 1 2 3 4 5 6 इंटर करना लगता है क्लिक करना
Most of a warden's time is spent training and preparing for situations we hope never arise. When a warden has a son, he turns to his boys' training, preparing him for the trials he is to face. That training is the basis for a lifetime of dedicated practice and devotion.
Such dedication. Is there anything else?
मुझे प्लीज मुझे बताओ आवाज आ रही है कि नहीं अभी मेरे को समझा आंसर कैसे देना ये नहीं ये तो बहुत रेड है ये तो ठीक लग रहा है
The warden is responsible for ensuring that the people of Iolcus receive justice. I often hear the cases of the people and offer judgment and arbitration. Another duty is to enforce the law and punish those who break it.
A truly noble calling. Is there more?
The Warden of Zeus is charged with defending the island of Iolcus. We take a sacred oath to never leave this land once we pass our trials, and to be ever vigilant against any threat. In return, each warden earns Zeus's protection. No warden has ever fallen in battle on Yolkin soil.
Fascinating. What else?
अभी तो ये एक ही बचा है.
I'm sorry. I have some urgent matters to attend to. Perhaps we can speak of my duties some other time.
Oh, I see. Of course.
अभी इतना हो गया. चलो अभी किधर जाते हैं?
She should be buried here, in the ancestral crypts of Yolkis. But they technically weren't yet married. Mycenae has a claim. How can you be so cold? It's terrible enough what happened.
There you are, Jason. It's good to see you out of that mausoleum. It isn't healthy to linger over the dead, nephew. Yolkis needs its king. Captain Idas has finished his investigation. Petitions await, and we must set a date to give last rites to Alcime.
There will be no date for that.
अरे कोई देखता है तो मुझे भाई तो
Jason, I am your uncle, and I care
भाई
for you.
कौन से वक्त देते हैं हाई करा.
The will of the gods may be a mystery to us all, but to deny Alcime her last rites is unnatural.
Until I'm certain there's no way to bring her back, I will not do it.
Bring her back? Alcime is dead. You seek the impossible.
Impossible? Orpheus convinced Hades himself to allow his wife to return to the living.
Orpheus made a deal with Hades, but he broke it. Eurydice never saw the light of day.
But she could have. Orpheus failed, but that does not mean Jason would if given the same chance.
I'm going to Delphi, Uncle. I'll find my answers there.
This is the despair of grief. You're not thinking clearly. Alcime would not approve.
Pelias, you've always given me good counsel, so I'll say this once and I'll say it plainly.
अरे नीचे
My mind is set to
लाइव
this.
चाइट है ना.
Either lend your wisdom to help me, or stay out of my way.
शायद से आवाज आ रही नहीं.
I understand your ardor, Jason, but have you thought this through? Delphi is not found on any map. Find 100 charts, and each will point a different way.
I would trust Argos' charts above any other. Hercules and I will go ask him ourselves.
हाय नाइट.
Very well. I know better than to argue with you when your mind is set. I will consult our records about the location of Delphi in case Master Argos doesn't know the way.
Thank you, Uncle.
Delphi, I pray you find the answers you seek, nephew. I will go to the royal court and maintain some semblance of order there.
Like I said, they're mad. But why come here? Seems such a remote place to attack.
Plunder, perhaps.
But then why kill the princess? On her wedding, no less. I think they were sending a message to all of Greece. We must prepare for war.
Ionia would not be so bold as to look westward for conquest.
So I thought. Until what happened here.
It's unheard of. Attacking Yolkis?
माइक का बीट रेट बहुत अच्छा है.
It's unheard of. Attacking Yolkis?
Those Ionians must be mad to risk the wrath of Zeus.
They are barbarians who worship the old gods. They don't even acknowledge Zeus.
Like I said, they're mad. But why come here? Seems such a remote place to attack.
Okay,
Plunder, perhaps.
But then why kill the princess? On her wedding, no less.
Okay.
I think they were sending a message to all of Greece. We must prepare for war.
Ione would not be so bold as to look westward for conquest.
हेलो मेरा
So
माइक
I
आवाज
thought.
क्यों नहीं आ रहा है?
Until what happened here.
सेटिंग देखते सेटिंग. गेम डिस में गस्ट शो ई शो आउट यस बराबर है ऑटो ई मैप नहीं देखना मुझे. अभी किधर जाऊँ? रावाई रिकॉर्ड.
It's unheard of. Attacking Iolcus?
Those Ionians must be mad to risk the wrath of Zeus.
कोई बात नहीं.
They are barbarians who worship the old gods. They don't even acknowledge Zeus.
Like I said, they're mad. But why come here? Seems such a remote place to attack.
Plunder.
But then why kill the princess on her wedding nights? I think they were sending a message to all of Greece. We must prepare for war.
Ione would not be so bold as to look westward for conquest.
So I thought. Until what happened here.
It's unheard of. Attacking Iolcus?
Those Ionians must be mad to risk the wrath of Zeus.
They are barbarians who worship the old gods. They don't even acknowledge Zeus.
Like I said, they're mad. But why come here? Seems such a remote place to attack.
Plunder, perhaps.
But then why kill
मैं
the
किधर जाऊँ?
princess on her wedding nights?
मैं किधर से आया था?
I think they were sending a message to all of Greece. We must prepare for war.
Ione would not be so bold as to look westward for conquest.
So I
ये
thought.
बात क्या इसे
Until what happened here.
King Jason,
I thank you.
some of the other guests and I were discussing the reaction of Mycenae to this tragedy. Do you think Mycenae will seek revenge for the loss of their princess?
Mycenae must be told who was responsible. King Lycomedes is no friend to the Black Tongues.
You're right, of course. And yet, King Lycomedes is not known for his understanding. I'm curious, King
He was occupied. As king of Mycenae and a priest of Ares himself, his presence is enough to ensure peace between rivals.
I see. May Hera bless you.
एक मिनट ये ले शेयर किया मैंने इस पर एक अभी तो इस शेयर अच्छा
Ione would not be so bold as to look westward for conquest.
किधर जाओ
So I thought. Until what happened
पानी
here.
किधर जाओ नहीं जाना मुझे पर मैं किधर जाऊँ
It's unheard of.
मैप में देखता हूँ
Iolcus?
मैप में क्या है ओके मुझे अभी इधर जाना है तो मुझे बाहर पढ़ने पड़ेगा तो इधर से बाहर पढ़ना है ओके
Ionians must be mad to risk the wrath of Zeus.
They are barbarians who worship the old gods. They don't even acknowledge Zeus.
Like I said, they're mad. But why
How can you be so
बाहर
cold?
निकला ना
It's terrible enough. What?
इधर से जो दरवाजा खोल मैं आ रहा हूँ साइड हो ये ट्रेन देखो ढाल ढाल देखो ढाल अभी इधर जाओ मुझे तो पता ना
Hail, King Jason. Lieutenant Avarius, how goes the training?
Lieutenants Myron and Platon are putting the new recruits through their paces. They're rough, but they'll learn.
Perhaps I could teach them a thing or two.
Would you? Listen up, you men. You've a rare honor today. King Jason himself is going to show you how a warrior fights.
अभी फाइट देखेंगे
This is one of our newest recruits, King Jason. Breathe, boy. Can't have you passing out before you started.
Don't be nervous. Try your best.
That's how you do it, men. Now you understand why he's the warden. Perhaps the king will show us how to fight against multiple opponents. King Jason?
Of course.
Right. You too.
Let's make it 3.
As you say, my king. You 3. Learn from the king. I hope everyone's paying close attention. You all have a lot of work to do. Some of the men were asking about how to deal with a spearman. Perhaps you and Lieutenant Myron can demonstrate.
अभी आंसर देना है My pleasure.
Lieutenant Myron, when you're ready, have some of the recruits join you.
The spear offers reach and precision.
मेरे को नहीं करना है
Watch the king and learn. You honor us, King Jason.
Ida's taught me well, but it's up to all of you to train hard.
Another lesson? Against Lieutenant Platon and his mace, perhaps.
नो बैटल मुझे बैटल अभी नहीं करना है
Perhaps later. I've some matters to see to. Continue on.
अभी मुझे जाना है. Thank you.
I think they were sending a message to all of Greece. We must prepare for war.
बाहर नहीं जा सकता.
He didn't deserve this.
What a view! You can see for miles here.
The sacrifices of those who died in defense of this land will never be forgotten. Be proud of your men and women,
Yes.
your sons and daughters,
बचा है उसने.
your kin.
मेनबत्ती.
They honored their vows. May we give as much to honor our own.
Okay. ये बोल दो. कहीं पर परेशानी ये है कि इस लेवल खोला जा क्या नहीं अंदर ले जाकर देखना. तो क्या बात है?
This is where I first met Alcime.
ये क्यों भाग रही है जगह पे?
When we were children,
Yes. Her father, King Lycomedes, left her in the care of my father while he was at war. 10 years she lived here.
Alcime, come back! She is willful.
बैग नहीं जा रहे उसको.
We must watch her carefully.
she'll be safe here, Lycomedes.
Indeed. No one knows. Not even my advisors. Alcime!
Are you spying?
ये आगे बात.
Here, father.
I see you've met young Jason.
King Lycomedes, sir.
Jason, word of advice. If I know my daughter, you're going to have to keep your wits about you.
Come, Hercules.
I've already sent word to have 2 prized bulls offered up to Zeus.
किधर देखते हैं.
Just
किधर आया. ओके बाहर जा रहा हो तो
2? My people sacrificed 3 fatted bulls, 6 heifers, and a black ewe.
Perhaps I should do the same as a show of humility. Servant,
You were saying?
What do you think it means?
Hail, sire. Guard Pathras, what troubles you?
Grief, my king, for your loss and for mine. My younger brother Timaeus was killed in the attack.
Timaeus was your brother? He leapt in front of me and took an assassin's arrow. He died in valor.
His ambition went beyond a noble death. Captain Idas had just promoted him to be the guard's standard bearer. And now this. How can I face my father with such news?
Timaeus died for me. It's my responsibility to tell your father.
You'd do that for me? Speak to my father, Mnason, at his farm?
Yes, but there is something you must do. Guard Pathras. See that the spear of the Yulkan standard bearer is sent to your father in honor of Timaeus' sacrifice.
Such an honor would no doubt ease his suffering. My thanks to you, King Jason.
king. Zeus forbid. I missed.
But then why kill the princess on her wedding dress?
Coincidence, they chose the wedding day to attack. And why kill the king's bride?
Create a panic. Distract the guards.
No stone will ever capture your beauty.
I've already sent word to have 2 prized bulls offered up to Zeus.
Just 2? My people sacrificed 3 fatted bulls, 6 heifers, and my people sacrificed.
इधर से देखते हैं
3 fatted bulls.
कौन साफ करे क्या करे ये बीच में बैठ
King Jason.
Help us.
Oh, it was...
What do you mean?
My parents don't know what happened. They're old. Could you tell them I'm well? That I've just been too busy to see them?
Of course. Why burden them?
I knew...
Hail, King Jason.
Yes.
Captain Idas, how are you feeling?
Better, my king. My pride was injured more than anything. Was a time those Ionian dogs wouldn't have had a chance.
You fought bravely, my friend. The odds were great.
I've got 3 things for your attention, Jason. First, we have the results from our investigation of the attack. Second, I've just received a report of a disturbance in the village. And lastly, there's a private matter I would discuss with you.
Let's hear the investigation report.
I'm afraid it's both disturbing and disappointing.
Oh, Vishnu, hi Vishnu. तुझे नहीं समझ रहा है क्वेश्चन में क्यों किया विष्णु? ये विष्णु आया था गया.
What's the disturbing part?
The assassin bore all the markings of a Black Tongue. His dress, his weapons, his tattoos, and of course, his marksmanship. Jason, I went to that balcony.
Disturbing.
We still don't know, but why Alcine was targeted. What anyone could have hoped to gain from it. We've learned nothing.
What is this? Yes.
As you can... Though, he's got a couple of men with him.
And the guard who made the report says there was a witch with him as well. Here did Iolcum, favored of Zeus, defeat the giant Typhor to claim these lands. Iolcum vowed that he and his descendants would forever honor Zeus and protect his sacred island. And so was founded the kingdom of Iolcus.
अबे कोई तो बताएगा कहाँ पे जाना है। ये तो बात चलना। अभी किधर जाओ? अंदर चलना हटने। नीचे से जा रहा है ये। चुप चुप एक चलो बाहर आ गए।
Your palace would be at home among the great houses of Athens or Mycenae.
Hail, sir. There's reports of trouble in the village. Some foreign warrior demanding to see you.
I'll see to it. Thank you.
Sir, one of the villagers came by. Says this warrior in the village had a witch with him.
We'll see about that.
I hope अगले टाइम ठीक से होगा। 8 बजे स्ट्रीम बंद होगा ये तो तब ये जाते हैं। 1 मिनट मैं अंदर जा रहा हूँ। ये अंदर जा रहा हूँ। ये कोई तो आया। अभी कौन रहता है?
Welcome, King Jason. May the blessings of Apollo's light shine upon you. What can Pandora, a humble fortune teller and follower of the sun god, do for you?
I must be going, Pandora. Be well.
Apollo bless you.
Again, Jason. Watch your form. Should I have Alcime show you?
Alcime? I'll do it.
He forgets I'm a daughter of Ares, Captain Idis.
How can I, when you so often remind me?
I think he's distracted. I wonder what's got his attention.
Perhaps he'll tell us.
All this talking, that's what.
Look who finally decides to grace us with his presence! King Jason himself! It only took you all day!
If you had announced yourself at the palace, then I would have known you were here sooner, Zeno.
Right. Me come to you. I've already come far enough. All the way from Thessaloniki to bring back my brother's body.
I am sorry for Menander's loss. May he find his way to Elysium.
Not good enough. No, not by a long way, King of Iolcus. There must be compensation, tribute! Your lands here are rich. Your herds are fat. Clearly you've grown soft with Zeus's favor shining down upon you. Things are much different on the rocky soil of Thessaloniki. A hard life. But you'll...
Save your insult.
I will bring my... And then... Never! This is what I demand in tribute to the memory of my murdered brother.
Have you lost your mind, Zeno? You dared to make such a demand of me?
Such pride! For one who let his guests perish beneath his roof.
Begone! Back to Thessaloniki!
I am not here to negotiate. If you refuse my demand, then my men and I will take our own revenge.
You're worse than the Ionians who came here looking for plunder.
At least they didn't disguise their greed.
I will not stand for such insults! Consider yourself challenged, Warden.
Name your terms.
My men and I against you and your behemoth. Your guards will take no retribution against me after I kill you. When you fall, I take my brother's body and the tribute I have named back to Thessaloniki.
No, don't do it.
And your stake?
I hold here my brother's mace, a weapon worth more than anything on Iolcus. Blessed by Poseidon himself. This will be my stake.
Boo! No one wants it.
No. You will swear here and now, before these witnesses, that your family will make no further claim for tribute. Should any try to do so, they will forfeit the honor of your family name.
Very well. So I swear. So swears Zeno of Thessaloniki.
Tell us when. You boys take all the time you need.
Jason of Iolcus dies today! Kill them! Finish it, you Iolcan dog!
Take your brother home, Zeno.
I won't forget this, Jason.
Leave the mace.
What?
Your stake. Do you forget?
Bah! A curse on Iolcus!
It is a fine mace. Do you think it really was blessed by Poseidon?
Who knows?
One thing's certain. It'll see more honor with you than that fool.
Be careful, King Jason. He had a witch with him earlier. She may still be around.
A witch.
You don't know that, Thaddeus.
You should have seen her. Markings all over her body. And she was asking about the assassin.
More like demands, really. Did any of us see him? Where did he come from? She was very interested, all right.
Did she say what her purpose was?
We asked that. She said, wolves always hunt in packs. Thought that a strange reply myself.
Mostly, she was just pressing. Almost brought my wife to tears. She's keen on it, I tell you. Intense. Like she's got urgent business.
Where is she now? Did you see her leave?
That we did. That Zeno man was yelling up a storm, and I saw her slink off.
It was real strange. She had her ears perked like she was listening for something. Then, all of a sudden, she pricks up, and she was off like a bolt toward the Crypt of Kings.
I heard her say under her breath, "I've got you now," as she ran off. I swear on Olympus.
Thank you. I'll find her and see what she's up to.
मैप में देखते हैं. ओके, सीधा जाना है. अभी देख ले. हाँ, बराबर जा रहा है.
I was raised in a village like this a long time ago.
कैसे रास्ता है कल? अभी इधर जाने के इधर.
Jet. Aye.
Good.
Delphi.
I have questions that need answers. Answers I can only find on...
Your uncle's a learned man. If anyone can find something,
It'd be him.
Keep the ship ready. We'll go see if Polias has learned how to get to Delphi.
हम जाएंगे शिप रेडी करो. कुछ तो है रियल पजल है लगता है. क्यू ई ब्लू है. अभी कौन सा में जाऊँ, कौन सा में ग्रीन में जाऊँ या मैंने ये दबाया हेयर ग्रीन रेड. मेरे को बहुत पसंद है ग्रीन. ब्लू पसंद है तो इस अच्छा इस अपग्रेड करने के लिए ओके. बैक करना. ऐसी कौन सा बटन है? के
She's girded and fit to sail. Once we know how to get to our destination, that is.
Keep the ship ready. We'll go see if Pelaius has learned how to get to Delphi.
That boat will turn heads in every port from here to Athens.
Welcome.
Do I
Aye.
It is all...
I see.
Your son had recently been chosen as our standard bearer.
Did the guard deliver his spear?
The spear upon which is borne the Yulkin standard.
Aye. It was sent down. Thought I was meant to hold it for Timaeus. My son. He was... Since he was a boy, it was the guard this, the guard that. All he ever wanted was to serve you. Though he no longer lives, that spear may still serve. Please, keep it in his name.
In Timaeus' name, I accept this spear, and let he receive the glory of the work it does.
You do my family honor. Should you see Pathros again, tell him I know he did all he could.
I'll see that Pathros comes to visit you himself.
Okay, upgrade हो गया. कुएं में क्या है? पानी. चलो चलो. सामने कुछ तो दिखा. बड़ा घर दिखा. और चलो 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 सीधा चलो सीधा चलो सीधा चलो सीधा 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 और सीधा सीधा सीधा.
Live on your many Kabawiai!
The great Medea, how far the mighty have fallen. Your power has grown feeble.
Has it? I revenom one of Ilai. Forgive me. I lost myself again.
Are you all right?
I am weak, but it will pass.
That black tongue called you Medea. I assume that's your name?
It is.
It's time for answers, Medea.
Then ask your questions, Jason.
सेव करते गेम सेव न्यू सेव ओके यस एंड सेव यस अभी चलो चलो थैंक यू देखने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और सेकेंड पार्ट आई थिंक सोमवार को आऊँगा कल तो मेरा कराटे कैंप है और बहुत 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 शुक्रिया। एंड फ्रेंड बनिए मेरे साथ, देखिए रहे मेरा चैनल गेम अनमोल गेम, देखते रहे गेम अनमोल गेम, देखते रहे गेम अनमोल गेम। एंड फ्रेंड बनिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, लाइक कीजिए एंड लाइक ठोको ठोको लाइक, प्लीज लाइक ठोको। बाय 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 बाय, चलो बाय 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 बाय।